This is a continuation of part one, part two, and part three. And so, if you've not seen any of them, please spend time. They are all here on the page. Spend time right after watching this one. Thank you. Let's get into the interview.
Dreaming big, right? It's not good. Yes, because some people have dreams that when they look at, it can cripple their knees. The very first person to ever invest in an idea I had was not a black person. Because I had spoken to so many people.
So many black people, to be specific.
So many people. So many people. Amazing. You know why we stopped?
Right.
Bank of Ghana. Now, you see, there's a time I was doing a research on what is the US dollar backed by. What do you think is backed by?
Gold.
It's not. It is backed by the. Now let me tell you a simple thing. The Christianity they gave us, which is not ours. If we were to actually follow it, we will succeed. It is so funny. It is so funny. If we were to actually believe what was said by the guy called we would actually succeed.
I saw an Instagram story from there's this artist. It's called Medici on Instagram.
Yeah.
And what did he post? He was like, oh, somebody says he has always been doing sales on his stories, and somebody sent him a message that, oh, I've been trying to reach you to buy some of your shirts, and then he came to screenshot the message. So what if I was not?
Yeah, two different types of people.
What if I was not posting my? How would you know?
For me, right? For me, the most difficult part so far in living my life has been, what do I want to be consistent with? That has been my question, right? So far, right now, in the past year, I've not been working for anybody. I've not been working in a company.
Not even a contract base.
No, we are doing a few contract based work, few.
But then when it's done, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So then I'm thinking, what do I want to be consistent with? Then I realized the things I am interested in are not they are not everyday things people would necessarily require. How do I?
They are not commodities that everybody wants to use every single day.
You use them every single day. They are commodities that are not yet known. Let me put it like that. Typical example. Money in itself is a skill.
It's a skill?
Yes, it's a skill.
Oh.
So, good. Everything in this world, everything you can classify as action is a skill that can be learned. To fight is a skill. You learn to fight. Good. So some people learn to make money. Now, the understanding of where was money made, how did money come into this world? Then you realize it was a group of people who came together to agree on an idea.
That let's do this thing. Let's collect money.
Good.
And let's use it for exchange.
Now, if it's something that originated from the minds of human beings, it can be learned. Good. Now, there is the learning, there is the understanding, and then there is the becoming. Now, if there is money, right? Everybody's like, I want to make money. Okay, sure, but do you know money? What does it mean to know money? How would you classify as knowing money? Let me give you a typical example. Knowing money, a section or a part of knowing money deeply is to a point where to you everything is money. Everything is money. You can just look, that sanitizer right there is money. It was made by money, brought here by money. When it's finished, you get another one with money. The plastic was made with money. The whole chemical, everything was made with money. Now, this whole sanitizer alone is an industry you can get into. You can decide, okay, what are the ingredients used to make the sanitizer? Oh, spirits. How are spirits made? Oh. Then you come and realize, you can get spirits from Akweteshi. Then you go to a local Akweteshi place. Then you tell, how do you make Akweteshi? Then they show you where they make the Akweteshi from. Then you be like, then I just have to visit a sanitizer company and know how much they supply their alcohol. And you go. If this one says no, this one says no, this one says no, this one says no, one will say yes because maybe you would have learned from your so many no's that this is why they say no. So you get your yes and then you go. You've known money. Now, depends on how much money you also want to know. These are just like basics. But then, to me, what I want to understand are the concepts that govern man, like the subconscious things that make you do what you do. Those are what I
Why you laughing?
because I posted something that people might not understand, but then I might have to just explain it to you.
What's that?
So on my Instagram page, the second post before the one I've just posted recently is the Shogun ordered rice. Yes. So the Shogun in Japan is like the top of like their governmental rule, and then he eats the basic of the food available, which is rice in Japan. Now it was something I was thinking about, that so they could offer him meats and glorious dishes and all of that, like the way kings in other parts of the world feast and so on. Why? No, because the Shogun's eyes are fixed on things that he just understands that to eat is for his body. It's just to survive until the next day. His true satisfaction doesn't come from food. His true satisfaction comes from something that he's willing to achieve and become. That is where his satisfaction is. So yeah, the Shogun ordered rice, in the sense that what to me I feel like satisfies me is not necessarily lots of money, like, and so on. I want to know some type of things, and that it's not necessarily known to like other people, like and not in terms of like science, and no actual things that govern how we work. Yes,
like the human mind.
Yes. So Carl Jung, Nietzsche, like people I'm like learning or studying their works, like talking about the unconscious mind, the day I want the thing now, it's gone. The subconscious mind, yeah, and so on. Like those are like
those kind of so most times you spend, or sometimes you spend time actually thinking about your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something I also spend time doing.
Yeah, like
why am I okay? Sometimes I can be there and then I think of something, I'm like, why did I think of that thing?
Yes, then you try and find the source. Yeah, of why your brain constructed that thing.
And why is it even framing it this way? You know, recently I asked my mom, there's this tradition people do New Year, when they are going into a new year, 31st night, they all go to church, and then they transition into the new year, and everybody's saying Happy New Year. I asked them, okay, where's the beginning of this thing? Why are we going to church 31st night to go and transition into the? And she answered, oh, I don't know. That's how I was brought up.
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody I've asked, they also don't know. They give you one excuse. But you see, that's not why. So why do you think the way you even think? You don't know why.
I think this was a discussion we were having
the very first time. It's not playing on.
This was a discussion. Like, how do you have a new thought?
Yes. Why do you even think the way? Because if you are not questioning the one that already exists, then what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, like
so it's actually.
But then in doing that, you don't make money from it.
Yes.
That's
true.
So I've come to realize that. So in my life right now, I just realized, the way I can just make money or handle the business side of me, just turn off my emotions. Have zero emotions when it comes to business. It's not really. I just want this to get to you, and you want this to get to me. Why are we coming to do? Yeah. Oh, you know my life story. I don't want to know your life story. Don't tell me your life story. Like, don't text me, ask me how am I. Like, it is basically a transaction. You don't have to know me. That's how the world has moved. Like you go to the market, you don't know the market woman.
No, but sometimes it's good to get to know the person, soften the blow a little bit.
That is if you maybe would do long-term business
with the person. That's it.
Why are you asking me about mine?
But you not supposed to know.
Why?
But how is the family? You have to get
how the family. Send me my money. Is there?
But the family. You want to know about the family.
How does it concern you?
If I know how the family is doing, then I can respond. Oh, okay. It's
then
good
you
to
send
know.
my money.
And then we send the money.
Should not be asking that, Charlie.
But then it's really been an interesting conversation with you. I'll definitely have you back. I will definitely have you back. Probably in a month's time or 2 months' time.
What should we talk about?
Ryan, you know how long we've been talking for? Check your time.
I didn't check my time before.
Check your time.
Almost 2 hours.
I told you when you start talking, you forget. Because when the interesting thing is that for most of my guests, I scout. I take my time to scout. I would engage you in a conversation, several conversations, and some of them may be connected, some may not be connected. But all I'm just trying to do is testing out your thought process, what you are thinking, how you are thinking about it, and that's what usually helps. And then I finally reach out. Sometimes I get no, sometimes like the Medici guy that I reached out. If you get to watch this, please make time for me. I beg you. Yes, like some of the artists, I reach out to them, I'm like, or some of the creative people that I think they have very interesting thought process. I reach out to them genuinely because I just want to have them on the platform, talk to them, and I want to see how they think about things. Like talking to you right now, some of the things or some of the processes that I have in mind, I appreciate them a lot more now because I'm also one of those people who live one day at a time. Like everything you were asking me recently, like why am I so full of energy? Because I cannot keep myself. I just want to live my life and enjoy it. If I don't live it and enjoy it, I also don't want to live with regrets. So every single day I just want to be happy, do the things that I love doing, find a way to make money and do the things that I love doing. So me, I have a perfect balance for those two. Because if there's no money, sometimes you'll be sad.
Yes.
If there's no money, you can be angry for no reason.
Bro, there is a reason because you don't have that's a reason.
So the lack of money can cause anger.
Yeah.
And I also don't want to be one of those parents who, like, when their kids come to them, and do you think money grows on trees? It's not the child's fault. It's because you don't have money.
So it's not a child's fault.
It's just because you don't have
It's
money.
not a child's fault. So the child should be able to say it's not my fault. They look then it's
But then you see how that's how sad it is. And so some of the thoughts processes that our parents even have instilled upon us, I question them, and thankfully I have one of my parents who still asks. I ask her, why did you do things like this? Or why do you do things like this? And then they start exposing, and then you realize, but so there's no foundation to this thing that you're talking about. It's just you copying from somewhere and you're just pouring it out. There's one that I recently learned, spaghetti.
Let's go there.
When your parents were preparing spaghetti, they usually broke it, right?
Yes.
Why do people break the spaghetti? When they are putting it in a very big bowl that could probably take the full length of the spaghetti.
So it will be plenty.
So that it will be plenty, but it's the same quantity when you put it all inside.
You see, if you break, it's a mind game. let me tell you.
Break it ahead.
It's a mind game. Me like this. I like to eat yam. Now, my friend likes to cook yam and cuts them small. He said it's easier to boil. But
Yes.
then I can eat a tuber if I cut them big. But when he cuts a tuber small,
It looks plenty.
oh Charlie, why? Why? Now it looks like I'm some animal. I just like eating yam. Like, what sort of life is this? I don't want to look like that to myself and be like, you like eating yam
So
that
you
much.
cut it big.
You understand?
So
It's a mind game.
it's a mind game.
Sometimes to the pot size.
What size? So here's the this is what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but I heard in those days they used to break the spaghetti because the pot was small.
Yeah. I thought they would save half.
No. So because the pot was smaller then, they broke spaghetti into two to put it in.
Yeah.
Do you know till today I still do it?
Yeah.
Up until I heard this thing, I was like, wow, Stanley, you're doing well. You just copied without even knowing why. You're just going.
My own spaghetti journey is, you see, they call spaghetti in Italia. Yeah, why? Like, what does Talia? So you see,
Why Talia?
yeah, why? What does Talia mean?
In G.
Good. There is no meaning to it in tree. It's not a tree word. Talia is a brand. Talia is a spaghetti brand. Talia is a very old spaghetti brand.
It's okay.
That was imported to Ghana a very long time ago. One of the earliest spaghetti brands to get into the country. And so they called it Talia by the brand. I'm buying Talia, like
And now,
yes, now Talia. So much so that I thought it was tree. Yeah. So by me, I understand African native languages don't necessarily give names, they give descriptions
to things.
Talia doesn't sound like a description to me. So I was like, what? I googled it, Talia. Spaghetti was there like this.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah, so that was my spaghetti journey.
Wow.
It's interesting.
We'll definitely come back here. We'll come back here. Or maybe I'll come to your place.
I don't have place to.
That conversation, you will do it outside here. You have to explain what you mean by that. That you live everywhere and anywhere.
I live everywhere. I don't have a place. That's an honest truth. Like, I don't have a place. I sort of dread having a place in a way. I sort of like.
Why?
I don't know yet. Wait, I think I do. So I might be lying. Why? Mainly because I feel like it will make me sit
In one place.
Yeah.
Boxed.
Yeah. But why I dread it also is because then when you sit, you have responsibilities.
But don't you have responsibilities right now?
Not a lot. Not a lot. I'm my only main responsibility. My responsibility is to take care of myself. That's like my responsibility. But when you have a place, then you get the thought of maybe I might get a girlfriend, just
Just to add.
the house is lonely. But yeah, then
So you that does that mean you never have thoughts of getting married?
I don't know.
For now, you don't know.
For now, I don't know.
If I can your wedding, you will see what I will.
I will get married.
But not now.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's in me to want to, but as for the reason why,
You've not found it yet. Okay, that makes sense. Perfect sense. Okay.
I hope this will change. I
What?
hope the answer will change as I grow.
As you grow,
As I get.
eventually, yeah, it will change. Definitely, it will change. But yeah, Charlie, thank you so much for.
Thank you too for hosting me. That's been great. That's been cool.
It has been cool, eh? It has been very cool. So I hope to actually have you back, and we'll have a different conversation about something else, which I already have in mind.
Is it money?
Yes.
It's money.
Yes.
Oh, by then I would have made it.
You'd have made it. Yeah. Part of the reasons I also you also posted that in is it 5 years or so you'll be part of the billionaires or so. I remember that chat.
It was a screenshot of the richest man in Babylon.
I think it was that.
My
Yes.
response. Yes.
So you don't worry. We are waiting. 1 year has come. Especially 4 years also. I'll be waiting for you.
If I just even sell all my properties and hedge against the Ghana cities, I can get the amount of money. Just hedge against the Ghana cities
How
and bet that in 4 years time, one Ghana city with 50 cities. I'll make it.
Well, how much is all your properties? I thought you said you don't have a place.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you don't have properties.
Which property do you have when you don't have a place?
You can have different forms of assets. What do you consider as an asset?
Plenty other things apart from house.
The house
Business can be an
house is a
asset.
liability.
Yes.
Business.
But some people argue that the house is an asset. That's their problem.
And those people on the side of
That
it.
who believe it's a liability.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So
That's smart.
wait, we are talking about assets.
Yes,
What's the other
assets.
side?
Oh, yeah. You can build a whole portfolio.
Relationships are assets.
Yes, that is one solid asset that everybody should have. Very good relationships. That one there. If you sometimes money cannot solve your problem.
Yeah.
One phone call can.
Yeah.
One hello.
I wish I had a friend in the Bank of Ghana right now who I could call to resolve my guy's problem. I don't.
The issue of the regulation.
Yeah. So now I need to go and find someone in.
What exactly is the issue of the regulation?
They need to, like, the Bank of Ghana need to give him license to sell tickets.
Online. And the process is taking how long?
We don't know yet. So he has a call with Hartel today, then they will brief him.
Then they'll brief him on it. Interesting. Okay. If you find that friend, please let me have that friend. But I will need a friend in Bank of Ghana.
All
Alright, Charlie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it
Same
for
here.
coming to spend time
Same here.
with us today. And so, guys, we would we'll definitely have him back, right? The conversation will be a lot more different than what we have it currently.
Yes.
And by that time, it will be more violent.
Why would it be violent?
Yeah?
Why?
Because we'll be busting a lot of bubbles. Because sometimes the way people think about things are weird. And when I say weird, they don't even question the thoughts that they have. They are just going rat race. Living every day like.
Life won't be fun if it's just people, you know,
People what?
people who don't do what you are, like what's required of them. Life won't be fun.
It will be fun, but at least you have spice. Like you see development at a rapid rate. That's my issue. That's part of my issue. Like people are just moving like robots. They are not thinking. They're just going. Hey, sorry. We were ending the video. So I'll see you guys in another episode of The Journey. I'm still creating the whole outro thing. So yeah, eventually it will evolve, you see. We are living one day at a time. Peace.